Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. The Premier League is back and I am super glad to be back on YouTube filming for you guys. It has been a hot second since I have been on here. I think it has been up to a month, and I'd just like to issue an apology, guys. Hey, life happened, but you know what? Your girl is here like she never left. I am back. I mean, this time we were facing Liverpool at home, and I was having a bit of high expectations. We're just coming off of a win in terms of the preseason summer series. We just won that. Although it was a very small trophy, I'll still count it as a win because last season was hectic, to say the least. We finished in the bottom half of the Premier League table, and we had to make a statement in this game. Now, it was going to go one of two ways. Either we have a draw or we have a win. We could not stand a loss, and the way we have been the laughing stock of the last season. The whole of the last season, we had to make sure that this game was a good game, and I have to say I enjoyed the game. In terms of how the boys played, they really tried. They put on a show. In terms of the starting 11, we had a new debut, and on his debut he decided, you know what, you guys, I'm gonna prove to you why I should be starting in most of the games, if not all the games. Now, Disasi was the player that gave us the goal. So that would make us level with Liverpool and would give us a 1 point to come out of this game. I mean, as I mentioned, it would have gone two ways, either of two ways. Either we have a draw or we have a win. We could not be able to take a loss. Now, in terms of this game, in terms of the starting 11, a very interesting starting lineup. Now, in terms of my preview that I was unable to upload due to technical difficulties, I am glad this is the starting 11 he went with. Of course, we have a new team, we have a new squad. We need to still integrate. We still need to integrate in terms of a team. We still need to have more chemistry. We need to have more cohesion. But in terms of this game, I felt like we tried. We gave it our best, and although towards the end of the second half we were a bit tired and the players just, the zeal was not there anymore. Now, in terms of the players that have left, we have lost so many players. So many players went to Saudi Arabia. Now, I mean, this is just the Ronaldo effect, and we lost so many midfielders. But yet again, we needed to offload players, and this is what we did. We were able to offload a number of players, including Azpilicueta, our former captain. We have N'Golo Kante left. We had Mendy leaving. We had Koulibaly leaving. Aubameyang left. We had Mason Mount leaving. Proper Chelsea indeed. Now, so many more players left. Now, in terms of including Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, in terms of the total players that left, we had 18 players leaving, and we were able to make an amount of 250 million euros. And in terms of the players that arrived, we had the likes of Disasi, we have the likes of Jackson and Nkunku, we have the likes of Sanchez, we have the likes of Ugochukwu, we have the likes of Angelo, and these are just some of the players. In terms of the transfer, in terms of the total players we're able to sign this season, in terms of the transfer window, was 16, and we're able to amass the amount. To 200 million. So we were able to make a profit of 50 million, but it is not yet done. I mean, we have our eyes set on Caicedo, and Liverpool wanted to pull a snake on us, and they just wanted to hijack the player. They put we have been having negotiations since I think the end of May, if I'm not wrong, and the player has been valued at 80 million, but because Caicedo wants to move to Chelsea, Brighton is giving Caicedo a tough time. I mean, the player wasn't able to even come out to play in terms of their last game because, according to Brighton, he's out with a knee injury. But as the news came out, it reported that he actually wants to come to Chelsea, but Brighton are not allowing the move. Now, what do I have to say to Brighton? Just let him go. He clearly does not want to stay there. What's the use of putting a player that does not want to stay? He will just end up playing rubbish, and you cannot have that. Let us just save you, Now, once we have Caicedo in Chelsea, will he make the difference? In terms of the players that were playing today, I mean, I saw something. I saw hunger. in terms of the strikers, in terms of Jackson, I mean, this is one player to look out for in terms of how he's playing. Of course, he has a few things to polish in terms of his finishing, but he is one player that is really standing out. Now, in terms of the debut player who was able to give us a goal, Disasi came out of nowhere with the assist from Ben Chilwell. The game was exhilarating, to say the least. So, in terms of my predicted 11, I thought we would go with a 4-2-3-1 formation with Kepa in goal before I found out that he is going to Real Madrid. He is going to Real Madrid on a season-long loan, and after that, who knows what's next for him. I feel like because the pressure of being the #1 goalkeeper would be there, and there will be a bit of competition, and he just ran away from the competition. So I mean Kepa has enjoyed last season. He played almost all the games, and Mendy was just seated on the bench. For some weird reason, it was not really good, but Mendy left, and now Kepa hasn't left, so Sanchez had to step up. And in terms of this game, Sanchez stepped up. He actually stepped up, and I'd give him kudos for that. In terms of my back four, I had Reece James, I had Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill, and then I had Ben Chilwell. Then in terms of the midfield, I had Conor Gallagher and Enzo Fernandez. Then in terms of the front three, I had Raheem Sterling, Chukwuemeka and Modric. Then up front, I had Jackson. Now, it's safe to say I got almost all the players correct. And in terms of who started today in this game, we had a formation of a 3-4-2-1 formation. Now we had Sanchez in goal. Then in terms of the back three, we had Disasi, we had Thiago Silva, and we had Levi Colwill. In terms of the midfield, we had Reece James at the right wing back, our new captain, by the way, congratulations to him. I thought it would go to Thiago Silva, but I guess it's because he's old, and there is a possibility that he might not be extending his stay for that long. I guess that's why the captaincy did not go to him. This is just a guess, but I think this suits Reece James really well. I mean, he's proper Charles. I mean, he has a whole tattoo of the UEFA Champions League on his leg. I mean, it doesn't go any further than that. Then in terms of the pivots, we had Conor Gallagher, we had Enzo Fernandez and Conor Gallagher. Then in terms of the left wing back, we had Ben Chilwell. Now in terms of the front three, we had Raheem Sterling, then we had Chukwuemeka, then up front we had Jackson. Now in terms of the first half, it was very interesting to see how the players were playing. There was a lot of chemistry, we had a lot of possession, and I thought that the game would proceed on well. Now, as the game was moving forward, there was a mistake from Levi Colwill. Now, Colwill made a mistake whereby, he lost the ball to Salah, and Salah, does not waste any time. He passed the ball to Diaz, and it was a goal. So this was the 18th minute. So the game started with us being at the losing end, and we had to step up. So as the game was going on, we had an amazing goal by Disasi with an assist from Ben Chilwell. I mean, that was just quick thinking of him, very fast instinct, and this is what I like to see from my team. I like to see fast play, I like to see long ball passes, I like to see more chemistry, more cohesion. But in this game, if this is the test of what we're yet to see in this season, I want to see more. I want to see more of the players working together, more of the players, making sure that the ball is in our possession, and not only in our possession, but pressing and attacking more. So in terms of this game, now as we had our goal, of course Liverpool had a disallowed goal, as did we, and this was this was interesting because it's safe to say that all bets are off, and it was a draw. So we will take our 1 point, they will take their 1 point, although we had home advantage. And Pochettino, I thought, would be able to fill in the shoes, but again, as I said, he's just starting off. This was his first game. We will give him a getaway pass. But in terms of the next fixtures, I am expected to see better games, better players. I'm expecting to see more rivalry, more hunger for the game, and more zeal to play for the team. So in terms of this game, I was happy with it. As I said, Liverpool is a strong opponent, so for us coming out with a draw from this was very good. In terms of the other games that were played over the weekend, I mean, Newcastle 5-1 win. I mean, the Newcastle game was an interesting game. In terms of the other teams are winning. Arsenal did not lose. Arsenal had a win. Man City had a win. Newcastle had a win. So we have to step up our game. If we start with draws, we have to pick up. We cannot keep up with draws. We cannot keep up with losses. We have to make sure that we keep on winning. We have to win more games, and hopefully, of course, we do not have many competitions this time round. We're out of the Champions League. We do not have many competitions, so the players will have a lot of rest time. So in terms of this season, I am hoping to see better play from the players. But all in all, I am glad with this game and how it went. And yes, yet again, I apologize for being off YouTube. I hope to see more of you guys. Thank you so much for checking in on me, and I am super glad to be back. If you're new, please don't forget to follow me on my social media handles. I will be posting there more often if I'm not on here. But yet again, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Anyway guys, in terms of my score prediction, I predicted a 2-2 draw or a 2-1 win for Chelsea, but we ended up with a 1-1 win, and I'll take it. So that was it for me. That was it for me for this game. Now I'll be giving you more videos throughout the week, so make sure you subscribe and watch out for that. Other than that, that was my video, and I will be seeing you guys. Like the video. Bye guys.